What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I wanted to talk more Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So, thanks to the Game Informer magazine article that came out a couple of days ago, it has been confirmed by Sledgehammer that Advanced Warfare will feature some sort of co-op mode, but they're not quite ready to go into detail about, you know, what it may be and what it could be, things like that. So, yeah, there's gonna be a co-op mode that's gonna be a main part of the game in Advanced Warfare. Treyarch Games had their zombies, Infinity Ward had Spec Ops, and then now they have the extinction mode. So what is Sledgehammer gonna bring to the table? It's really exciting because, you know, the co-op modes are just, it's a really nice kind of additional mode for you to have fun with. And you know, do something different that's not multiplayer, not single player. It's nice to have that third thing to jump into from time to time. Extinction was pretty good. Zombies is my favorite up until this point. And honestly, I've kind of forgot about Spec Ops, but Spec Ops was pretty fun, especially some of the, you know, two-player missions. Hop in there with a friend, try to beat some of the juggernauts and things like that. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what we could see from this new co-op mode. You know, the first thing that my mind jumps to would be aliens, because this mode is set in 2054. You know, we're super advanced. You know, aliens are always this thing of the future, but I doubt they're going to do aliens because that's exactly what extinction was. You know, maybe there'll be robots. You know, maybe there'll be some sort of thing, you know, where there's some virus that takes over some of the robotic things, you know, kind of like the storyline of Black Ops 2, I guess, but you know, maybe there'll be these robot things that you have to fight off. You know, maybe the exoskeleton suits that you know, see us wearing that give us the jumping abilities and the sprinting abilities and the strength and things like that. Maybe those develop a mind of their own, and you know that you're fighting these, you know, literal artificial intelligent things that are running around the map in, you know, robot mode. Or maybe there'll be alien robots. You know, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of what would make sense in here, and honestly, aliens and robots are my two go-to things when I think of this, and I don't think it's going to be aliens. So robots would probably be my #1 guess as for what we could be going up against in this co-op mode. Or maybe it's not one group of things we're going up against. Maybe it's going to be like the firefight mode from Halo, or, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure what we're going to see, but if you guys could pick one kind of like general group of enemies, like aliens or robots or anything like that, what would you pick for us to fight in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? I'm interested to see what you guys come up with. Actually, right when I said that, if you could like literally let your mind go wild and pick, I would love to fight dinosaurs. I think that'd be badass. Maybe they'll just throw some random stuff in that makes no sense to the storyline. I'm not sure, but if you guys could pick one thing that kind of makes sense, leave a comment down in the description as to what you think it could be, and maybe we can come up with some cool ideas. But anyway, yeah, that's the main thing I want to let you guys know about. Very exciting. There's going to be a co-op mode in this next game. The second kind of like, you know, subtitle to this video, I guess, is apparently this game is going to be operating on an entirely new engine. So this is another thing that we learned from this Game Informer article, and if it's true, it's a really big deal. So every year up until this point, all of the Call of Duties always say, like, yeah, we're on a new engine, we're on a new engine, we're on an upgraded engine, you know, things like that. But really what it is they're just on a modified version of the ID Tech 3 engine that dates back to COD 2. So we've been on the same general Call of Duty engine for a very long time. And it's just constantly, you know, updated and upgraded and kind of like improved upon every single year. But this year, we may get an entirely new engine, which is a really big deal. And it kind of makes sense because, I mean, Sledgehammer has been working on this game. It's their first Call of Duty game, and they've been working on it for 3 years. So, I mean, you know, all of the kind of stars align here and say that if there was any time that they wanted to start with an entirely new engine, this would be the Call of Duty to do it. And you know, that brings bigger implications than you might think. Like, literally everything about the game is changed in that regard, even down to just like the feeling of the game, the feeling of the controls, how smooth it is or it isn't, how, you know, like everything is literally changed. All the little nitty-gritty details that we have, you know, kind of come to not even notice anymore because it's always been the same thing, could possibly be changed with the new engine. So that's exciting and that's scary. You know, we could see a major leap and an incredible kind of improvement in the gameplay of Call of Duty, and just something totally new that we didn't see coming and that we absolutely love. Or we could see a downgrade. You know, there's two sides to the coin there. So it's an exciting thing, but it's a frightening thing. As more information about that comes out, I will let you guys know. But you know, it kind of seems like they were implying and they were saying that this is the first time that we've had an absolutely new Call of Duty engine that the game is going to be developed on and running on. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, that's what's going on, guys. Co-op mode is going to be in Advanced Warfare. Let me know which group of enemies you would like to see us fight in that co-op mode. Hopefully they announce the details soon. And then also we could be playing on an entirely new engine this year, which is crazy. And then on top of that engine thing, you know, we've got all kinds of new mechanics added in, like boost jumping and extra strength and all kinds of craziness. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty crazy Call of Duty game. I absolutely cannot wait. As more information comes out, I will make sure to let you guys know about it. Check out one of the other videos you've seen yet. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.